The Pietermaritzburg High Court will today hear an application by some members of the AmaZulu Royal House to set aside the recent appointment of Thulasizwe Buthelezi as Prime Minister of the Zulu Kingdom. In the application filed by Prince Mbonisi Zulu last year, it seeks to interdict King Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini from taking any decision that will affect the throne. 6 construction workers. Let's take you back to that story where we have our reporter Ntando Mnyandu to give us a sense of some of the expectations in this court matter, as some members of the AmaZulu Royal House are going to court today. A very good morning to you, Ntando. A lot to be said and understood. Just recently, in fact, we got to meet Thulasizwe Buthelezi as the media. He spoke about who he is and how long his family has been in the Zulu royal household, assisting the king, saying that his own father was very crucial in assisting the king. Talk to us about what's expected in court today.
Good morning, Mpo, and good morning to our viewers. Well, controversy and court battles and legal battles are far from over in the royal house, as you would know that following the announcement of the current reigning king, Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini, who became the successor and the heir to the throne of the king of the AmaZulu nation. There has been noises from all sides, with some members of the royal house challenging the legitimacy of his entitlement to the throne. We've seen the faction led by the late king's brother, who is Prince Mbonisi, taking to court, challenging the validity and the veracity of the throning of King Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini. Now, part of the conversations that have been playing out in court is the right for the currently reigning king, Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini, to make crucial and critical decisions that will affect the royal house, that will affect the monarch, and that will affect traditional leadership in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. You would know that late last year, around November, Prince Mbonisi, sought an application, to prevent King Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini from taking such decisions. So this morning, what we will see is that Prince Mbonisi, through his legal counsel, which is Barnabas Zulu of Zulu and JG attorneys, they will, present an application before this court behind me, where they would seek to interdict the king from taking decisions that will affect the throne. So we are expecting to see if the court will rule in Prince Mbonisi's favor, or it will uphold the rights and privileges that are currently enjoyed by His Majesty King Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini. But the bone of contention is, the appointment of critical aides to the king, with, the recent developments where the king announced, Thulasizwe Buthelezi, who is the mayor of Zululand District Municipality, as the Prime Minister to the Zulu nation and monarch, also appointing Inkosi Pietermaritzburg High Court as his deputy. Now, in as much as today's court application is not in any way seeking, to reverse that decision, but it seeks, to prevent the king from having those rights of appointing, such individuals, or appointing people to such positions, as it has, effect and direct impact to the throne and the Zulu monarch. So, in essence, what will happen if the court rules in favor of Prince Mbonisi? Such decisions will not be taken by King Misuzulu Ka Zwelithini going forward, which will then maybe reverse decisions that have already been taken, as you've correctly mentioned in your intro, that we've seen Thulasizwe Buthelezi being announced, who was announced on the 27th of January during the 145th commemoration of the Battle of Isandlwane, where the King announced him as his Prime Minister. So that is what we are expecting to see playing out in court this morning.
Very well, and Ntando Mnyandu giving us a breakdown of some of the expectations as we take to court in this matter, which we will, of course, continue to keep a very close eye on, that information coming out of that matter.